Hey guys, what's happening? It's Book Talk Cutie Pie here. Happy Sunday. I am back at it with another book review. This one is Maggie by Whitney Mayoral. She's an indie author here on the Tickety Talk. You may have seen her. Maggie is her psychological thriller slash romantic obsession book that centers around a woman named Maggie. And Maggie is a Sunday school teacher who turned crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Absolutely unhinged obsession romantically toward our MMC Gavin. And Gavin, God love him, but he is not the smartest tool in the shed. He is not the sharpest crayon in the box. He is a very dim bulb, okay? And he's married to a woman named Courtney. They have 2 children together, and the book begins with them and their happy life, their happy marriage. And then you see Maggie, who goes to their church. She apparently works for the church, and Gavin and Courtney and their kids attend the church and are very active in the church. And Maggie just decides that even though she's had this love obsession for Gavin, with Gavin, for years, she can no longer wait because her own marriage is falling apart. She has her own children and just decides it's now or never, basically. Now, the story is fast-paced. Even though it's almost 300 pages long, it was a quick read. I did my first buddy read ever on this book with my buddy Vanna the Vixen, and we both enjoyed the book. I will say there are a couple of things with this book that I want to address. So first, definitely check your trigger warnings. This is a female that is the bad guy. She is literally unhinged. Some of the things that she does in the books will upset a lot of people for different reasons. I will say that the writing style, you can tell this is one of Whitney's earlier books. I feel that there were some things that could have been elaborated on and some things that could have been glossed over a bit more. I did find a large plot hole toward the end of the book, and I'm not going to spoil anything because I don't do reviews with spoilers, so I'm trying very hard not to spoil anything, but the plot hole will make you go, huh? And I did talk to Whitney about this, and she was very open and honest with me. And she was just like, yeah, these things happen with first books. And I totally get that. That being said, let me show you Maggie. So this is the cover for Maggie. And I asked Whitney even why the woman on the cover is not a redhead, because Maggie in the book is a redhead. And she totally explained it was simply because she didn't like the look of the redhead on the cover. And I fully get that. Brunettes definitely do it better. Just kidding. I don't harsh any hair color. Everyone is great. I love all hair colors. My little mini me has beautiful red hair. So what I'll say is I give this book a solid 3 stars. I definitely believe as a writer that Whitney has plenty of room to grow. I definitely believe that for me, this book was more psychological thriller than it was a romance. The romantic elements were definitely there, and that's what drives Maggie to become as unhinged as she is. But I do not identify the book as a romantic book. I identify it more as a psychological thriller. I will say the ending of the book left me a little flat. The build-up had been great going up to the ending, and I just feel like the ending did not it didn't go where I wanted it to go, basically. I had a plan forming in my head, and I'm like, oh, this is how it's going to go down. It was not how it went down. Not that it was a bad ending, it was just not the ending I would have picked for the book. That being said, 3 stars for me, 1 chili pepper on the spice, simply because a lot of the spice was alluded to and some of it was actually done, but it wasn't a focus of the book. And I definitely look forward to reading more of Whitney's work. I know she has Last Fix. I know she has Maya's Secret, which is her new one. And I know she has Twisted Pearls. I'm still going to read all 3 of those books because I love and adore Whitney. She's a great person. I've interacted with her on several of her lives. And I look forward to reading the rest of her books. So I hope you guys enjoy this review. Bye.